Alright, the next thing we're going to do is we're going to check our brake system. And the first thing it asks us to check here is the parking brake. Now with a tractor-trailer combination, the yellow button is the parking brake for the truck, the red button is the parking brake for the trailer. So what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to check both of these. Now I've just put the truck in drive, give a little bit of gas. What that tells me now is these brakes are working. And to be safe, what I should do is isolate each brake. So I've got both of them on since they're pulled out. I'll push the red one in. Still doesn't move when I push on the brake pedal. That tells me that the yellow one is working well. That's the truck. I'll put the trailer back on, push the truck brake in, and now it will move because the trailer's so light. I'll look in the mirror, make sure that the trailer brakes are holding, and yes, they are. Okay? So everything works. The parking brake in the truck, the parking brake in the trailer, and in combination they work. Next thing I want to do is check my service brake. So what I do, I'll put my foot on the brake pedal, push the trailer brake in, that's the one I still have on, pull forward, and I'm going to stop. And the truck should stop straight, and there should not be a spongy feel to the brake pedal. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to check for air leaks. Keeping my foot on the brake right where it was. I haven't changed where my foot is on the brake pedal. I turn the truck off and watch the air gauge. Now, since this is a tractor-trailer combination, a Class A tractor-trailer combination, I can't lose more than 4 pounds in 1 minute. So I'm going to sit here for 1 minute. I'm going to time it. If you don't wear a watch, mentally count to 60. Watch the pressure gauge and tell the examiner you're checking to make sure that you don't lose any air pressure. The maximum amount of air pressure that you can lose in 1 minute is 4 pounds. So if it loses more than 4 pounds of pressure in 1 minute, then you're supposed to have the truck repaired before you drive it. So you sit here and wait the whole minute. It'll be the longest minute of the day. So again, we're just sitting here with our foot on the brake. The parking brake is still in the release position. Now the next thing we want to do is check what's called the low air warning signal. To do that, it's really important that you remember this. You have to turn the key back to the on position. Because what we're going to do now is we're going to bleed the air pressure down by pumping the brakes, and we want the low air warning light end signal to come on. The light's going to be on the dashboard and we'll hear the signal. So I'm going to pump my brake. Okay, now my light just came on up here and you can hear the buzzer. Now that has to come on between 60 and 80 pounds. On this truck it did come on at about 65 pounds. Now if you tell them 65, 70, or 75, any one of those numbers are correct because they're between 60 and 80. So that's our low air warning signal. Now we have to check to make sure that these emergency brakes will come on. They are supposed to come on between 20 and 40 pounds of pressure. So we're going to continue to bleed the air pressure and watch these brakes. And they should pop out between 20 and 40 pounds. So you pump the brake pedal rather assertively. Trailer popped. And truck popped. Now these are supposed to pop between 20 and 40. This one popped at about 30, this one popped at about 20. That's fine. And now we're going to double check that to make sure that those brakes are holding properly. So I'm going to start the truck up, immediately put it in drive, and it shouldn't move because the emergency brake is on. Yep, holds just fine. So, having proved that the emergency brake works, I put it back in neutral. Now I'm going to build my air pressure back up. This will take a minute. Now as your air pressure goes back up at about 80 pounds, the warning light and buzzer is going to go off. Continue to build all the way to 120 pounds. You'll know when you're at 120 pounds of pressure when you hear the air pop off relief underneath the truck. You're going to hear a noise. So we're getting kind of close. So let's listen for that pop off here in a second. Hear that? That's telling me that I'm at maximum air pressure. Now, we're done with all of our inspection. And you tell the examiner, okay, I'm done with all my inspection. Then he's going to say to you, okay, go ahead and pull out and drive the truck. So, when you pull out for the first time, you're going to release both brakes, put it in drive. Before you pull out, check your trailer brakes. Now we have a lever on the side of this truck, another truck, the lever's up on the dashboard. You hold that lever down. Take your foot off the brake pedal. Give it just a little bit of gas to make sure the trailer connection is secure and the trailer brakes are working. Now foot back on the brake and release the trailer brake. Put on the left signal. Check your mirror, both your west coast mirror and your convex spot mirror. Make sure it's safe, and then you're going to pull out in traffic. Good luck on your test.